So, Johanna, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Johanna. I'm from Finland. I'm a graphic designer by work, and I guess now also a photographer. I live in Ericeira since a few months back, and before that I've lived in Barcelona and London and traveled a lot. Maybe I can try to take some pictures from that clip.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that. And how is it mixing film photography with surf?
It's making something really hard even harder. But I think it's also just really kind of enhancing the process of film photography. And just the reason why I want to do photography is not necessarily to be a famous commercial surf photographer or sports photographer. I think for me, I just like the no pressure that comes with analog photography, because there's just so many things that can go wrong that if you put pressure on it, you're just going to lose 99% of the fun. So I'm trying to spot the actual surfers that know what they're doing. And it's not ideal conditions today. It's very small. It's obviously very crowded. So it's hard to kind of get nice isolated shots of good surfers. So what I would want is someone like this guy, for example, who really knows how to, well, he watched it, but
I guess that's one of the main challenges with surf photography.
I think like it helps the fact that I'm a surfer as well, so I can see what maneuvers they're going for, and I can see obviously who is going for which way, and you can kind of start predicting what move they're going to start making.
So when you want to come out and take pictures of or do some surf photography, what factors do you like consider in the planning of a shoot?
So I guess you just have to like really look at the surf forecast and see what spots are going to be working. So today, for example, the spot that I prefer to shoot from, you can get up really close on the reef and you're almost next to the surfers and you get a really nice angle. But then today, for example, that spot would be way too small to see any action.
What other equipment do you take when you're in the water?
So I've got, I'll show you. I've got a analog waterproof camera, a Nº4. So I don't actually have a water housing for my camera. I just have like a waterproof camera itself, and then I strap it onto me, and then I've got like fins on my feet, and then I swim out. It's pretty cool. I think obviously if you have like a water housing, it usually comes with a stick to hold on, which is what I'm missing with this one, because that would be so much easier to just hold it like this. I kind of have to like stop, take my camera up and hold it. But that's just the route I chose to do with analog. So another challenge. I decided to make things harder for myself, eh? Okay, I feel like we can get quite close actually. If we go more kind of on those rocks. I don't like to be like facing right the surfers, because it's nicer to be a bit of an angle on them so that you can kind of get them from the side.
Great.
Okay, let's go. I quite like sometimes when they like really fall dramatically and you can catch them like up in the air. Yeah, I'm hoping to do a surf trip to Africa this summer and hopefully get some cool pictures there.
Yeah, amazing.
It's supposed to be quite uncrowded, which will be nice. And since it's film, it's like if you have half a roll of good pictures, it's a success. So this is not a very efficient way of working. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but I like it.
it's like more a romantic approach.
Exactly, which is why I'm doing photography at the end of the day. I have a crush on photography. I'm not here to like, mm, yeah, I don't know. I don't want it to be like a stressful job or something. Something that makes me really angry is that um, the men's clothing brands for surf, they use professional surfers as their models, whereas um, the women's section tend to use models that don't know how to surf, that just kind of like go on the beach and look pretty. And that really makes me furious.
That's
because
interesting.
the female surfers, they deserve that money and deserve that sponsorship just as much as the male surfers, obviously. Okay, let's go. Woo! Nice.
Are there any other inspirations or things that inspire you to take photographs that we haven't covered yet today?
Sorry?
That we haven't covered yet today? So what inspires you to take pictures?
I think I just really like to take pictures of people in general. Recently, like, I like taking pictures of climbing as well. And I like walking around Ericeira, and I have a love for like all the old people that live in Ericeira. And
Yeah.
I love taking pictures of them because they just look so, I don't know, they just look really like unbothered, just doing their thing. They have their routine. They're just sitting on the bench all day having a chat. And it's like a really nice thing to capture. It's like more seaside lifestyle than surf itself.
Yeah.
And it's all the different people that come with it. You got the surfers, but then you've also got the fishermen. You got the people that go into nature to climb.
Are you happy to speak and walk, Johanna?
Sorry?
Are you happy to speak and walk along the...
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so other photographers that we've interviewed during this experiment have spoken about photography being therapy for them in some ways, and
Sorry, photography doing what?
photography being therapy for them, or supporting their like mental health or challenges they have around their mental health. Does that resonate with you in any way?
I would say maybe not photography in itself, but I think everything that comes with it. I think, I mean, yeah, maybe photography as well. Because it's like the observation, it's very mindful, like it's a practice of mindfulness almost. Especially when you start looking at waves, like I catch myself watching waves for an hour and it's so calming and peaceful. It's almost like actually being in the water. And I think I like that about water photography, is that it's almost giving me the same amount of peace as if I was in the water, which is nice. But then I think just like having a creative practice and a creative outlet in any form is obviously like super important to most creative people and artists, and in whatever way or form you choose to kind of have that outlet, whether it's like through painting or photography or writing or a mix of everything. There's something that creative people have that they just need to like let out. And if you don't do it, I guess you just become very, become very bottled up in a way.
And so, what are the current goals or dreams or projects that you have with your photography that you're working on at the moment?
I'm trying to like not put too much pressure on photography. At the same time, I am a person who loves to have like goals and dreams and ambitions. So I'm trying to balance that, but I think at some point I would like to create this big project around the ocean lifestyle, and hopefully either exhibit somewhere or maybe create some kind of bigger magazine or book, or maybe both. It would be really nice to I think it would work really nicely in either a collection of smaller magazines or as a book itself, just like telling the story of this ocean lifestyle. Okay, well, thank you for filming me.
Thank you for letting us come with you today. It's been really interesting.
Yeah, it's been great having you and showing you the gems of Ericeira.
Yeah, we look forward to the pictures.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. Cut back! No! With my love for photography. Fucking soft top in the way. Okay, here we go. Nope. Is that
What's that? Fucking what?
a soft top? So that dude with like walking with his big green board,
Yeah.
he was like blocking the view of this guy behind that was really ripping it on a wave. And I really wanted to catch that guy, but he was just kind of like boom, 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 boom with his board. Portugal, it's really, watch it. It's really hard because